I'm Super T Sigma, and this is The Resistance. We're in a series now called Draaken, which means to see, the conclusion of Sartorial's clip off, where the eye of the dragon is open, and the third eye, the mind's eye, is illuminated. In this process of Draaken, rather than go and overly mystify it, I will pertain it to the energy vampires. Let's talk about the frenetic. The frantic energies that cause disharmony, the energies that are always seeking to impose themselves on their environment, not to work harmoniously with it, but to disturb its harmony. When you're dealing with an entity that disturbs your harmony, you have to learn how to transmute their energy or practice the tactic known as evasion, knowing how to evade with a comment, knowing how to evade with a certain level of despondence. Because remember, we're not fighting the energies, we're resisting the energies. This is the resistance. We're resisting. This is a battle for spiritual real estate. And there are energies, no matter who they are, there are certain energies that are not for you. They're destructive energies, toxic energies, toxic people. We're not talking about things. This has nothing to do with things. We're talking about toxic energies. We can deal with substances and things of that nature in another video. But right now we're talking about the persona of the frantic and its effect on its immediate environment. So with the frenetics is a lot of psychologists and psychiatrists see that there's always something missing in their private world, in their solitude. There's something that needs to be met. There's a need, there's an energy void there that has to be filled. And with the vacuum effect, they'll go around and suck up whatever energy, whatever spirits are in its vicinity. This can lead to very addictive behavior. This can lead to having a confrontational personality. This can lead to being over aggressive. Because remember, with transmuting and with resistance comes balance. You have to resist the left a little bit, and sometimes you have to resist the right a little bit in order to stay balanced. You have to avoid extremity and being an extremist. There are times when you have to push yourself to the left or the right in order to get certain things in your life done, but there has to be balance. There has to be give and take. There has to be yin and yang. There has to be creating and receiving. There has to be a giving and receiving. You have to do both. And what they don't know how to do is receive. They don't know how to receive in solitude. So they go out seeking whatever energies are present to dominate and enforce their energy, because they have a void that's not being met, and is usually validation. We're talking about self-esteem now, and we're talking about self-image now. This is the resistance. Resist the forfeiture of your identity. Resist that. You take control over your identity. Don't let people, don't let energies, don't let negative attitudes, negative moods, don't let it affect your energy. It won't be easy all the time. We all fail at this. I do too. But it's still a law that we have to practice if we want to live longer. And when I say live longer, I mean that on more than one level. So frenetic energy, it has to be neutralized, not conquered, not pushed against. If you're backed into a corner and you have to defend yourself verbally or physically, then by all means, observe the first law and self-preserve But don't bring a fight to the Frenetic. No, those are fires that have to be put out with water as much as possible. Don't bring fire to the fire, because the validation that they need is gonna uh require a raising of the energy, and sometimes the energy can be raised in the wrong direction. Sometimes the energy of negativity can be raised at such a feverish pitch that mistakes are made that can't be corrected. The Frenetic gets more energy off of taking things too far. And as an energy worker, you have to learn how to balance and handle these energies without sacrificing your own life force. I'm Super T Sigma, and this is the resistance.